All right, what brings you to the March Against Monsanto?
We're here because we firmly believe in this cause, and we think a lot of people in America are unaware. So we just want to make them aware so that they can know what they're really eating.
I see that, you know, we've been being lied to for quite some time, and the rise in health epidemics and healthcare costs and everything, you know, it's about time that people start doing the right studies to find out what it is. And I'm a big believer in the fact that we should need to label GMOs for the simple fact that, you know, it's banned in over 60 countries, like this sign says here, and it's banned in over 60 countries, and nobody's questioning why it's not banned here. So it needs to come out.
I'm here to further educate myself and others about the dangers of GMO and about going organic.
That they're killing people, and we really need to get rid of them because they're just a bad cause for Earth, and they can harm a lot of people.
Get the GMO out of here, baby.
So we're here to force the coverage and make sure everyone take pictures, take video today, post it on social media, because if they're not going to report it, then we will, because we are the media now.
Monsanto's earnings are down 34% just this year.
I think some changes that we can make, the first most important thing is to spread awareness and education. If people aren't educated on the topic, then they won't know about it. They won't know that they're eating this poison. The second step is to support our local food. If we don't do that, then we're just going to keep eating Monsanto's chemicals. So
At this point, we are becoming a nation that is relying so heavily on GMOs that it's going to become to the point where it's going to be hard to find an organic seed. So grow out, find an organic seed, go to your local farmer and plant that one seed and just become the rebellion. That's all I can tell you just to get started.
Straight solutions would be doing the tests and making them public, wide. Doing their own lab testing and making it publicly known, which there is insufficient lab testing right now. That would be one thing that would help the public make aware, and also just straight labeling it, because once people have the choice to do it or not, at least they're not being lied to. At least it's not like being subjected to them without them knowing. So you give somebody a choice, and then if they want to do it and they know that all the test studies, just like cigarettes, you know, if they say cigarettes are bad for you, you'll still do it. That's your human right. You have every right to do that, you know, and I wouldn't want to stop you from that. But I'm here for the choice to make that choice. I'm here for the chance to make that choice for yourself and for your kids.
If we boycotted GMO and Monsanto companies, it could they'd lose more money, and if we just stop buying them, then they're going to go out of business.
Grocery markets work on a very, very, very slim margin. 1.3% is their profit margin if that's a good year for them. So what does that mean for you and I? It means that if you literally take out $1 and you spend it over with traditional foods, local organic farmers, you are literally taking that money very directly out of Publix, out of Walmart, do you see that? And if you do that, that's what they will listen to. That's what they will listen to.
Number one, don't rely on the government. I am from the government, but don't rely on us. It's where you spend your money that is so very important and so very powerful. So continue to buy organic, choose honey instead of sugar. Choose to have your own gardens, no matter how small they are in your homes. Choose to buy non-GMO.
Why do you think it's important that we eat healthy?
So we can thrive through our life and survive.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the bees. Your pesticide use makes us wheeze. The poisons make them sick. This is not just perhaps. And when they bring them home, the whole colony can collapse. These chemicals, these GMOs, these lies are ingested while being told that they're FDA approved and tested. So I'm here today to give it my best and to leave you with one word, unless. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. I'm letting these fall. Hopefully it's not the last of them all. They're organic, non-GMO seeds, because food freedom is what everyone needs. Some are for you and some are to share. Give them clean water and feed them fresh air. May every home have a garden that does not lack, and maybe the bees and their friends will come back.
Greetings, rainbow warriors, light workers, healers, activists, and awakening humans. We are all here for a purpose, you and I. Our generation's alive, living, loving, and working right now to make a difference in these, the most momentous of times. While the paths are seldom easy or comfortable right now, trust that we are at once the seeds and the sowers of seeds for our future generations, our future selves, to live in harmony and balance with each other, in our communities, and on our planet. There is much work to be done, yet there are more tools, awareness, vision, action, and potential than ever before to consciously co-create the world that we wish to live in, the world that we all know is possible. A world of justice, equality, creativity, energetic coherence, beauty, selfless service, and abundance for all. The first year I spoke here, my heart was on fire. I was outraged, as we all are, that our most basic need, the essential requirement for our existence and survival, our food and water supply, has been polluted, injected with poison, hijacked by Monsanto and other corporate conglomerates with undiagnosed psychopathic urges to control what rightfully belongs to all living and breathing beings on the planet. I was infuriated by the statistics. 1 in every 69 children is now born with autism. Cancer is now the second leading cause of death in children. There is a direct correlation of the rise in GMOs in our food supply and the increase in cancer, diabetes, bowel diseases, infertility, kidney disease, and skyrocketing obesity. I was enraged by the destruction of our environment and ecosystems being destroyed by the systematic and increasing use of Roundup, glyphosate, and other biocides that seep insidiously into our air, water, and soil. I was overwhelmed with heartache for our friends the bees, the tiny pollinators, and providers of sustenance, the selfless winged farmers who have tirelessly provided for us since the beginning of time and are now being killed off at extinction event numbers. I could not hide my torment in the knowledge that future generations may never know what it is to experience the joy of nature, of clean air, or the beautiful simplicity of real food. This year, however, I've changed my approach. I want to focus on the positives, and I want to say thank you Monsanto. I want to thank them for providing the catalyst for so many of us worldwide to begin to come together, to rise up and fight. I want to thank them for lighting the fire within all of us to no longer sit idly by while our freedoms and birthrights are stripped away in the name of corporate capitalism. I want to thank them for turning armchair activists from mere chattering voices to genuine, creative, unstoppable voices for change. Visionaries and luminaries carrying the torch for a just and sustainable future. For Earth and all her inhabitants. I want to thank them for opening our eyes to the illusions of separation, to to see the false borders created as means to control us. We are no longer disconnected by state or country, color or creed, sex or sexual preference. Around the world, we stand together today, activated in the energy of love, to call forth a brighter world. Thank you, Monsanto, for catalyzing us to come together as one, as a single humanity, members of the same family, to stand up and fight and scream from the depths of our souls. No, this is not how it's going to happen. You cannot take our food, you cannot continue to destroy our land, you will not own our governments, and you will not ravage our children's futures any longer. Change is here. Change is here. We cannot be ignored. As Margaret Mead said, never doubt the ability of a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens to change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. So now we stand on the precipice of a world in which that small group of citizens is growing larger by the minute, spreading messages by the nanosecond, awake, aware, and taking action to change the world. We are every individual and collective heart that will not be fooled by false science, false dichotomies, and false paradigms. We are not only American, but French, Italian, Bermudan, Bolivian, Russian, Honduran, Mexican, and African. We come from every corner of the world and we will not be silenced. We are humanity, standing in the light of truth and radiating the energy of love. Gandhi said, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. Well, it's clear to see that we can no longer be ignored, no longer laughed at us, no longer laughed at. They can fight us, but we will win. The people are winning, and the prize is the positive transformation and conscious evolution of ourselves, our systems, and our planet. There's so much more I could say. Grow your own food, save your seeds, support your local organic farmers. Look at how all of your decisions, our lifestyle choices affect not only ourselves, our minds, our bodies, our spirits, but at how our choices affect the ecosystem and our fellow humans, our brothers and sisters. And then decide what better choices we can make, and let's take action together. Again, support local organic farmers, keep asking questions, vote with your dollars, study and implement permaculture projects. But I'll end with the words of Arundhati Roy. Another world is possible. She is on her way, and on a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Thank you all for being here, all of us together.